What is up, everybody? It's your boy Kyle back at it again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about something that might be a little controversial, but honestly, I think it's the truth, and I feel like after this video, some of you guys might as well. Carnival Cruise Line is the largest cruise corporation on the planet, and through its fleet has tons of ships, and through those ships has many different classes of ship. With a lot of hype around the new XL class of ship that have all the roller coasters, unique cocktail bars, and a wide variety of restaurants on board, Carnival receives most of the praise for their new ships. However, let's take a step back in time today and talk about when ships used to be a little bit more intimate and when less was more. And as you can see in the title of the video, we're talking about the Carnival of Freedom. And honestly, I feel like this ship flies under the radar. So let's talk about it. The Carnival Freedom is a mid-sized cruise ship in the Conquest class with a capacity of approximately 2,900 guests and a crew of 1,160 people. Starting right off the bat, this video is going to be completely subjective because, well, everyone's tastes are different and everyone requires different things on vacation. However, personally, I do like ships that are more intimate because you get to know the crew and they get to know you. When they're not dealing with 6,000, 7,000 plus people on a ship, it makes it easier to remember people's faces, names, and honestly, I feel like you get better service on the mid-sized ships. The Carnival Freedom was launched in 2007 and has undergone significant updates since then. Most notably in 2019, it received its Fun Ship 2.0 upgrade, which basically includes a refurbishment of all the common areas, as well as adding tons of cool things, such as the Red Frog Pub, which has a great assortment of beers, and is such a fun bar that the company has done away with, honestly, in the newer ships, which is really a shame because I love the Red Frog Pub. Whenever there's one on a ship, I hit it up multiple times a day. They also added a new water park with features like a 203-foot long water slide, and this ship also boasts a mini golf course and an expanded fitness center. So there are some things on board that make it feel like it's more of a modern ship, even though it was launched in 2007. And now let's talk about the main thing that everyone really wants to talk about on vacations, which is food. And dining options on board the Carnival Freedom are diverse. There are two main dining rooms, one for anytime dining and one for assigned seated dining, a buffet, and there are several other options that are included in your cruise fare that these ships don't have anymore on newer ships, so let's go through them. You're gonna have your cruise fare classics like Guy's Burgers, Blue Iguana Cantina, but of course there are gonna be some really unique restaurants that I mentioned before, like the Mongolian Wok, where you can do custom stir fries, the deli that has fresh sandwiches that you can get hot or cold, and a decent sized buffet considering there are only 3,000 people on board, and it is a pretty large buffet, all things considered. It has a plethora, big word, go me. A plethora of choices, and you will not get bored of the Freedom's food, especially because it is only 4 to 5 night sailings. The lines are never too crowded in the buffet, well, because there's not that many people to crowd the buffets, and honestly, the only thing you really do have to wait in line for is the pizza when the club shuts down. And obviously, if you're a somewhat seasoned cruise veteran, that doesn't change on any cruise lines or any class of ship because there's only one thing to eat late night, and if it's not pizza, it's going to be paid for room service. Complement the restaurants, you'll also have to have some drinks, and that is the second thing that most cruisers care about. So obviously we have to talk about the bars on board, and there's definitely not an insignificant amount of bars on board the ship as well. Starting off with the classics for the older Carnival ships, you have the Red Frog Rum Bar and the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. I honestly don't understand why they got rid of these because a lot of people do gravitate towards them on the Lido deck. I understand that the newer ships have the tiki bars, but honestly, just being able to go towards the tequila bar or the rum bar, I feel like that's always a conversation starter of like, oh, which bar do you go to on board? Oh, you're a tequila drinker, let's do a shot. Oh, you're a rum drinker, let's have a drink, because I don't know who does shots of rum. But I feel like there was definitely a sense of camaraderie depending on which bar you went to, and the tiki bar kind of got rid of all that. However, I do have to say that the tiki bar is electric with their gong, their sirens. It is definitely a unique experience where the typical Blue Iguana and Red Frog, those are kind of just your normal bar experiences on any other cruise ship you could really have, but I really do like the fact that they have bars dedicated to signature cocktails with rum and tequila. Obviously, you're going to have the Carnival Classic, the Alchemy Bar, which is a sophisticated cocktail bar that focuses on mixology. You'll have the EA Sports Bar, which is a sports bar that has live game broadcasts and it also has video games. Video games, I don't know. I've seen it sometimes, but on the Freedom, you can definitely play video games, which is definitely unique. It's a great place to watch a game too, especially if you're going in the NFL season. You'll see a lot of people wearing jerseys because this is a great venue. There's plenty of TVs. There's a giant TV. There is not a shortage of places to sit down, hang out, have some free pretzels or chips, and just get a chance to watch the game in a not a peaceful environment because people are yelling at TVs, but a cool environment. Another Carnival classic, Piano Bar 88, which is a sing-along bar with live piano and a singer. A great time. If you've been on Carnival, you know the vibes. The casino bar is not as cool as the casino bars on the newer classic ship. However, they always have really good service in the casino bars, and especially on the Freedom, I feel like a lot of people don't go to the casino bar for whatever reason, and there's never really a line to get a drink. So if you're looking to go to the bar and you don't want to wait in line or every other bar is too crowded, check out the casino bar because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be that packed. And then, of course, like I mentioned before, the Red Frog Pub, which is a great, unique venue that has great beer selections and honestly has some really cool things like bag-o toss. They have shuffleboard, a bunch of games that you could play, and they usually have some sort of dance class or Latin nights in the Red Frog Pub. So definitely a good place to check out live music venues. In terms of entertainment, the Carnival Freedom offers a wide variety of entertainment for all ages. You have the Playlist production shows, the Hasbro game show, Dr. Seuss at Sea, Experience for Family. You also have Camp Ocean, which is the kids program, so you don't have to hang out with your kids. You can drop them off and then go enjoy your vacation. Kidding about that, obviously. The Carnival Freedom's itineraries consist of 4 and 5 night sailings, which lends itself to be a party cruise. And honestly, these people on board do like to party. But because I am trying to say this is the best ship in the fleet, I am also going to say when it comes to party ships, this ship is very unique because people are super friendly, at least in my experience. They are super friendly, super outgoing. There's not really any fights, which does happen on other booze cruises. And everyone's just there to have a good time. They're there to make use of their drink package. They're there to enjoy themselves, meet new people, and have some fun, which is typical for any Carnival ship. But for some reason on the Freedom, I felt like it was one of the most friendly groups of people I've ever met on board any ship. Most of the daily itineraries revolve around family fun, but there are some things that can definitely get a little bit ratchet, which is honestly great if you are in the 21 plus age range. So you can definitely have some fun, but if you are a traveling family, there's also items for you to do daily, so you're not going to be bored either. And not to mention the price of the Carnival Freedom. The Carnival Freedom is one of the cheapest cruises you can get on in the Carnival fleet, and it offers, I think, a great value for what you're paying. I think it does have characteristics like the small atrium that makes it kind of homey, kind of cozy. However, there's also tons of things to do on board, like I mentioned before, and I think for the value that you're paying, you really can't beat the Carnival Freedom. And the whole reason we are making this video is because the Carnival Freedom tour that we have out is getting tons of attention right now, so we feel like we should be telling you guys the do's and don'ts of the Carnival Freedom, and there's really not any don'ts. But I will tell you what you need to do, and that's to check out the video in the description because we are giving away a cruise for 4 people when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So this could be your cruise of your choice. If you win, you could choose this cruise as your prize. However, you can go on any cruise you want for 4 people. We're giving that away when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and watch the video in the description. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any tips on the Carnival Freedom that I haven't mentioned, be sure to comment below. And we also have a Carnival Freedom review and tour. If you want to look at those, they are on our channel. I'll put them in the description below as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy and peace.
Well, now I'm gonna come and investigate 507. You take out a big girl.